Welcome back to Unscrewed. I'm Laura Swisher, and we're taking a trip back through your favorite dark tips. Next is the tip most likely to get you injured while drunk.
Well, we have compressed air in here, and the PSI is pounds per square inch, and we got 100 PSI in here. It's going to shoot all of this compressed air to drive this piston out, much like you see on Robot Wars or something like that, where you see the claw going down.
Ah, yeah, the same Robot Wars
you watch
technology.
That Robot Wars.
Now, how long did this take for you to put together?
It should have taken about, 2-3 hours, but it took us 2-3 days. We were testing, a lot of testing had to be done.
They were testing it up until exactly now, so I'm not even sure it's going to work. But,
I think it's going to work.
Should we test it out?
Let's do it.
Should we give it a try?
I got a nice little beer here. I'm going to put this. Marty, are you ready?
Yeah, this is better work, man. I'm serious. I don't have an athletic support out here.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
There we go.
That's great. Remember, if you're under 21, you can substitute soda for beer. Of course, you won't be considered cool if you drink soda, because cool kids drink alcohol and lie to their parents, and if they're really cool, they'll end up in jail. Before we go further, let's quickly revisit an extremely popular dark tip that generated hundreds of emails from people who couldn't figure out how to use it. NetBus, a program that lets you take control of your friend's PC without them knowing. Now, I'm going to answer the top 3 questions now. 1, where can I find the program? How do I find out what my friend's IP address is? Ask. Number 3, how can I get my friends to activate the program? Well, you FTP or email them a fake ICQ patch by the name retail10.exe, which is actually a hidden Trojan executable of the NetBus 2.0 and it's invisible in auto-starting mode, which also automatically deletes all server data collected by the CPU. Cleared up? I hope so. Moving on. Now, everybody knows that bad driving is something other people do, at least until Big Brother presents you with a surveillance camera snapshot of you running a red light. There are thousands of perfectly good reasons to run a red light. The only problem is that, well, city governments won't acknowledge any of them, even when you make it clear that you were really running late. Fret no more, folks. This next dark tip shows you how to trick the pesky red light cameras to avoid detection and hefty fines.
Show you what we got going on today. If you don't know, they're installing the systems all over the states. They're the red light systems that actually take the picture when you run a red light.
Yes.
And then they actually mail it to you. You've had this happen?
I haven't had it happen. It's happened to friends. I've seen the pictures, but it's very disturbing. Well, how do the red lights work?
Here's what happens. This is the most advanced thing we could get here. We have these little cars here. Let's say a car is to enter the intersection here. Underneath this pad here, picture this. That is actually a metal detector. So the second this car crosses the intersection, it's going to be picked up, and then an actual flash is going to go off.
Like Big Brother's all.
So they're going to take a flash just like that. They're going to take a flash actually of the driver and the front plate. So what you're going to want to do is somehow protect that plate, actually cover it up, make sure that, they can actually get that image.
How do we do that, Kevin?
Let me show you how. We got a couple little products here. This actually is called the Phantom Plate Photo Shield Cover. And what it is a lens inside. Actually, this goes right over your plate, just like that. And if you'll notice, what happens is when we rotate this, you're actually, you can't see too well. There we go. It's actually going to blur the actual plate number there. So that's pretty cool. So when you're driving through the intersection, that flash goes off, and it actually captures that image. They're not going to be able to read the plate. They can't send you the ticket.
It's like pixelated.
Yeah, also we got another one, too. This one's pretty cool, too. Check this one out. This one is called the Phantom Plate Reflective Cover. And what happens here is you'll notice, you can't even see the plate there. There's a bunch of little, what they like to call the light reflecting crystals. Actually, it's kind of like it's some sparkly stuff that you get at the local little, craft shop or something like that. You can probably make these at home for like $2. But anyway, just to let you know, these two here are illegal in some states.
I believe they're definitely illegal in California, so before you buy whatever state you're in, check out the law. But for California, you've got something for us that you're not recommending yourself. What is it?
We have another little product here. This is the photo blocker as seen on TV, tested by the Denver Police Department on Fox News. And actually, the Denver Police said it's surprisingly effective. And what this does is, check this out. This is actually, let me show you the before and after. This is the treated plate here. Notice how much glossier this plate is than the one next to it. It's kind of hard to see there, but it's actually like a lacquer. So what you can do is you can take this here and just spray this across the plate just like so. And it's going to create, see, a nice little shiny finish on the outside there. And it's, yeah, it's pretty nasty.
You don't want to do it indoors?
You don't want to do it indoors.
You can get cancer.
But it's going to create a nice little shiny plate, and what's going to happen is that when when the actual flash takes place, it's going to reflect that. So it's going to, you ever taken a digital camera, aimed it at a mirror, taken the flash in the mirror, and then you see like that, you know.
Have I ever? Yeah, and you just get a flash, you're like, where am I?
Exactly, and that's exactly what's going to happen on the plate. This is not illegal that we know of right now. All these products are available on the internet.
We've got lots more dark tips after the break, including your all-time favorites. Stick around.